Hey guys, Dadosaurus Rex here, raw, real, and uncut. And I am washing the dishes. 5 tricks to rewire your brain. 5 tricks to rewire your brain. Earlier in my journey, maybe 5, 6 years ago, I became very interested in the idea of rewiring my brain because I did a lot of things that I didn't like that I was doing. And no amount of self-control seemed to be helping me overcome my obstacles. It wasn't helping me to do what I wanted to do, or to stop doing what I didn't want to do. As far as diet, eating, I was eating a bunch of crap all the time. I couldn't stop. Maybe I'd stop for a week. Once I made a New Year's resolution that I was not going to eat any chocolate chips, or peanut butter chips, or mint chips, or butterscotch chips. None of them. None of them. And I probably lasted 2 weeks before I had a bag of chocolate chips in my hand, and I was just eating it. And then my wife's looking around going, "Where are the chocolate chips? I wanted to make some cookies." But she can't. She can't, because I eat all the chocolate chips. Because I was weak. I was weak. And I had lots of things that I wanted to change about myself, that I felt powerless to change. And I found out that we have this thing called neuroplasticity, which is our brain's amazing ability to change, to adapt, and to become different. And you're never too old for this. You're never too old for this. It can happen anytime. You just start doing things differently, and you can reroute the paths in your brain and become a different person. You can change your behaviors. You can change your habits. You can do what you want and become who you want and be who you want and do what you want. And it's pretty fabulous. It's pretty fabulous. And a few tricks for rewiring your brain. Number one, and this is a 4-step method that I had been using, but I heard it described very nicely in a book called Achievement Habit, and I'm listening to that right now, and, well, not right now, but I was earlier, and I probably will later. So, the 4 steps to this, number 1, when you see yourself doing anything that isn't what you want to be doing, it's a bad habit of yours, it's something that you'd like to stop, you stop your immediate reaction. You just stop it in its tracks and say, nope, nope. And then to prevent any, secondary actions, to prevent you from going on ahead anyway after the initial stop, you take a nice deep breath and notice the way that you're feeling. Notice your anger, your hurt, your pain, your frustration, your jealousy, your greed. Notice that feeling, the feeling you have. Acknowledge it. And then you remember a time when you felt happy and at peace. And it helps to have these in your pocket, ready to go. These happy, peaceful times. For me, a lot of the times I was out in nature, climbing trees, climbing mountains, just looking down at everything that was down below me or back behind me, or looking up at the night sky. That's a super awesome, happy, peaceful feeling for me. And so, just have those experiences ready. Maybe just take some time and write them down. Just fill a notebook with happy, peaceful experiences. Do a YouTube video about all the happy, peaceful experiences that you've had so that you can remember it. And then when you need them, you'll be able to stop, breathe, notice, and then go to your happy, peaceful memory that you have. So that's a good way you get the reward, because you're going in one direction, your brain says, let's follow this old neural pathway that always gets us into trouble. And then you stop it. But that's not all you do. You also notice why you're doing it, so you can avoid it in the future, and you can understand it. And then you give yourself a reward for not doing it. You give yourself a mental reward of the peaceful, happy feeling, and your brain says, oh, that's nice. I like that. I would like to do that again. And you look forward to that reward. You look forward to the peaceful, happy, even though you're not actually doing anything peaceful or happy. Just the memory of it, just remembering it. And your brain says, yeah, I like that. So then you look forward to that, and your brain says, yes, let's do that. Let's stop let's stop some more bad habits so I can have that peaceful, happy feeling. And while you're at it, create some more peaceful, happy experiences for yourself. That'd be great. Get out in nature, spend some time with your family, do something that you enjoy, create something. Don't judge it. Don't let anybody else judge it either. Creations are not to be judged. They're to be enjoyed. So create and enjoy. Another thing that you'll want to do is to study psychology, study neuroplasticity, study the human mind, study relationships, and learn as much as you can about them. There's an awesome website, howtobehuman.net, and it has quite a few different modules for just taking you step by step through psychological self-help. And it's in-depth, it's comprehensive, and it's been extremely beneficial to me. It's extremely helpful. So go ahead and check that out. Crash Course has a really good course on psychology. If you don't know anything about psychology, just YouTube search that, Crash Course Psychology. Pretty awesome, and I learned a lot from that. Study up on that stuff. Learn how your mind works. Another thing, self-awareness. Self-awareness is extremely important. Extremely important. Meditation, rhythmic breathing, walking in nature, yoga. Do those things that are going to help you think about you and what you are like and how you work and become more aware and in tune with your body, your mind, your emotions, your spirit, which are all really the same thing. And just remember, think about your childhood, think about your past, think about your experiences, how they affected you, how they changed you and shaped you, how they continue to affect you and continue to direct your life. Watch your thoughts. Watch them. Be self-aware, because if you don't know what's going on, it's going to be hard to change. It's going to be hard to change. Another thing that you can do to help you change is make sure you're getting a proper diet. Proper diet is extremely important for rewiring your brain. Your brain, if you give it some bunch of nasty chemicals, it's gonna misbehave for you. You gotta give it some fruits and some vegetables. Eat some raw ones. Digest that food. That food's got to get digested really well in order to help you in your brain. So watch your diet. Watch what you're putting into your body. Stop drinking those crazy chemicals, okay? And have something more natural. The last of these tips, was there supposed to be 5? I think this is number 5. Would be mantras. Mantras are fun and effective and super, super, super easy. Take 5 minutes, take 3 minutes every single day for 6 months and repeat to yourself. Get in a peaceful, quiet spot, close your eyes, and repeat to yourself the same thing over and over for 3 minutes. Whatever you want to be. Now make sure it's something good, because you're going to be doing this for 6 months, and it's going to have a wild, crazy effect on your brain and on your life, and it's going to change you. So one that I did for a while is, I can't remember exactly how it goes. I should, since I repeated it so many times, is the positive, I'm not affected positively or negatively by the opinions of others, good or bad. I'm not affected positively or negatively by the good or bad opinions of others. So it doesn't matter what people think about you. It does not affect you. It does not influence you unless you let it. You influence you. So find a mantra. Find a, this is going to be a great day. I'm going to have a great life. Just repeat it over and over and over. I love my family. I love life. Life is great. Just whatever you know that you believe, but your brain hasn't caught up yet, put it in a mantra. So that's all I have for today. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out for 10 minutes with me. I don't think I washed very many dishes, but that's okay. I got a little excited. So 5 tricks to help you rewire your brain, become your greatest version, and just have a great life. I'm going to push the button.